Good morning and welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. I'm Deanna and I will be your host this morning to Saturday morning ritual. We are going to be talking about fun today. Fun. When I think about fun, I used to always think about vacation and what fun was on vacation. And I think over the years it has kind of changed a little bit and modified a little bit, can I say, I guess. And it started out, one way and then it ended up a whole different way. And what fun kind of looked like, a few years back for vacation really was food. Food was fun. My vacations, I spent a lot of time planning where are we going to go to eat, when are we going to go to eat, and everything else was kind of like just things that we do in between the eating, and it wasn't so much about adventures and exploring and having, activities and things like that. Food was fun. Food was fun. And that is why today I want to talk about true fun. What is true fun? First, there's so many other things that we have to do today because it's a ritual. So we kind of go through the same activities week to week to week. So the topic is later. I just kind of tease you a little bit about what the topic is going to be. And then we go into the other things. So first, welcome. I am so glad you're here. I am happy to have you. It just brings joy to my heart that you are here and joining me today for the Saturday morning ritual. So, welcome. Before we get started, I want to follow up a little bit on last week. Did you start a new habit last week? And what habit did you start and how's it going? Let me know in the comments. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for letting me know that. I appreciate that so very, very much. That's no good. No good. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do on that. Anyway, are you typing in the comments? Did you start a new habit? What was it? How did it go? Did better with water. Yay! Excellent. Did better with water. So some of my habits that I did last week, I overslept. I slept a lot. I didn't do good on my sleep, which is really what I wanted to do better was with my sleep. And I just need a lot more sleep. A lot more sleep right now as I'm healing up from this stupid teeth thing. So I overslept a whole bunch. Let's see. I'm looking at my Silk and Sunder journal because that's like my day-to-day life. That kind of tells me everything that I did. I did pretty good on my meditations and stuff. I did good with all of my habits, pretty much. That's what they look like. So, except for the 6th and the 7th, which were days I was traveling for business and I was not feeling very well. So it was a bummer, a big bummer. Started using the dishwasher instead of stubbornly hand washing. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. My husband is extremely stubborn in that he won't hand wash anything. And I'm the type of person that if the dishwasher is full and nothing else that can fit into it, I'll just hand wash what's remaining and run the dishwasher. You made it. Yay. Welcome. So, following up on our things with our habits. How are we doing with our habits? And we're going to talk more about that later. But first, we got to start with the mind-body connection. I like to do the mind-body connection, just kind of wake up our bodies a little bit. I'm still kind of on restriction as far as movement goes because I have stitches and they don't want them to, I don't know, whatever. So instead, we are just going to do a little executive stretch. We're going to act like we're big executives this morning, and we're going to do an executive stretch. So we're just going to sit in our chairs. Now we're going to lock our hands behind our heads. And we're just going to try and bring our elbows back as far as possible. Oh my God, that's kind of embarrassing. Like, I can't really move my elbows very far back. Stretch. How far back do your elbows go? I'm good. Mine don't go back very far. Just hold the position for 10 to 20 seconds. Breathe normally. All right. Just doing more stretching. Have you guys been stretching? I did this fun video on stretching and the benefits of stretching. My friend is doing a stretching challenge for the month of September. So I thought it was kind of like appropriate to talk about stretching. Why not? And I just think it's so beneficial. And it's a beautiful starter habit to create. Once you make the time for stretching and you do that habit every day consistently for a while, then you can change that habit of stretching up to something a little bit different, a little bit more intense, something a little bit more serious. So I think that stretching is a fun way to kind of just break into a new habit because it's so easy to do. It's rewarding. It just feels so good to stretch. So it's very easy to make it a new habit. All right. Stretching. How's everybody doing with their stretching? Next up on the agenda for today, the next thing I like to do is talk about our non-scale victories, And let me know in the chat, do you have any non-scale victories that you would like to share with us today? Let me know if you have any non-scale victories that you would like. Stretching is hard, but very beneficial. It can be very hard. It can also be very easy. It just kind of depends on what stretches you're doing and how often you've been doing them, I guess. But yes, I would agree that like just now, I would think that I could stretch a little bit further than that, but I can't. But to be honest with you, I don't think I stretch like that very often at all. So how would I be better at it than that? So thinking about our non-scale victories today, just want to kind of think about think about our non-scale victories. So maybe I think that I want to focus on some different social and lifestyle non-scale victories because we were coming off of a holiday weekend. And I know that holiday weekends often have social and lifestyle type things involved with them. So maybe you had increased social engagement and activity participation because you're just feeling a little bit more confident about yourself. Maybe you participated in a social event and you didn't feel self-conscious. Maybe you had improved romantic relationships because of your weight loss. Participation in group activities, more willingness to be in photographs can be a non-scale victory that's associated with weight loss. Engaging in outdoor activities without, like a whole bunch of discomfort, that could be a non-scale victory. Trying new activities or hobbies, just an improved overall quality of life more energy to spend with loved ones, and overall just feeling more confident in social settings. It's important. I really want to kind of list out some non-scale victories every single week because I think that we can often get stuck and not really be able to come up with those non-scale victories on our own, and we can't see what they are. So it helps to kind of have a running list of what those non-scale victories are so that we can celebrate ourselves. Whether you had weight loss or not this week, if you did, congratulations, happy for you. That is amazing. Let us all know. Brag about yourself all that you want. But there's also other ways to celebrate. There's always something amazing about us that we can celebrate. And I just think that is so amazing. So much of our time that we have spent kind of talking bad about ourselves and negative self-talk and putting ourselves down instead of lifting ourselves up. So that's why we talk about our non-scale victories. Ooh, that is amazing. I get up by the floor by myself without using the couch or chair. That is so awesome. Congratulations. Yay. I had a great work week. That's always good. It's a good thing to have a great work week. Did nothing but rest. That is amazing in itself. I woke up this morning and I was so thirsty. I have already had a few of these things of water this morning, and I'm still thirsty. I'm just so thirsty, just letting you guys know. So another part, and if you want, you guys, there's always that journal page. I didn't do the whole setup today for the journal page, so we're just going to type it out. But if you wanted to go to my website, adventuresofdeanna.com, and there's a journal page that you can download, and then you can write all this stuff down on. It's a fun little Saturday morning ritual to just kind of journal it out. It looks like this. Normally I set up a second camera and we get to write and stuff and it's fun, but not today. I did not do that today. So next up is our setbacks. Keep like blurring in and out. Setbacks. What kind of setbacks perhaps did you experience this week? And again, I kind of wanted to go off of like social and lifestyle type setbacks because they're also related. I know for a lot of people, a 3-day weekend means spending time with family and friends and doing different activities. And maybe your normal weekend routine is disrupted. So perhaps a setback that you had was peer pressure to indulge in unhealthy foods that can be hard to resist, late night snacking, excessive drinking, which can hinder your weight loss, inconsistent workouts, just irregular exercise routines. Maybe you were eating out more frequently than you normally do. Maybe you just had a total lack of accountability. You're like, hey, it's the weekend. It's the holiday. Nothing matters on a holiday. Perhaps you had negative influence. Did you surround yourself with people who don't support your goals? And that was a hindrance to your weight loss. Or you experienced some fear of missing out, some FOMO, and you gave in because you didn't want to miss out. Or maybe even the biggest one that I think that a lot of people might have is fatigue. Whenever we are so busy doing new and fun and different and exciting things, and we don't take enough time for self-care and for rest, then we feel fatigue. Were any of those setbacks? Raise your hand. Any of those setbacks for you? Did you have any of those? I had a not low key. Well, where is he? Low key type of weekend. I did some just work for my regular job, and house chores, and that was pretty much my holiday weekend. It wasn't anything special. I did a lot of sleeping because I was definitely healing and recovering. And then I did some YouTube videos, which is like one of my favorite kind of hobbies whenever I'm like really, really in the mood for it. Switch my water container to one I can carry, help me drink and get my electrolytes daily. I'm just like imagining you having an old, like not an old, but one of those like water jugs that you flip upside down and it goes into the cooler, and then it's got the little spigots on it. But instead of like doing that, you're like trying to carry around the big jug with you all the time. This is my water for the day. That's just what popped into my mind, and I thought it was funny. I didn't track my food this week, but I did plan my workouts for the week, so that's good. Excellent. So that kind of like give and take, give and take, give and take thing. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. So I love it. That is we want to really take a moment and think about, before we go into the next thing, think about the things that you are proud of. And just imagine how you would feel if it was like your kid, your niece, your nephew, a grandchild, somebody that you know. And if they did something that was like pretty awesome, like you did, that non-scale victory that you did, how would you feel inside? Do you feel like warmth? Do you feel a glow? Do you feel extra energy? Does it make you smile a little bit bigger? Does it relax your shoulders? Just think about that non-scale victory and how it makes you feel. Just 1 second, and embrace that feeling and tell yourself how proud you are of yourself and that you want to do it again this week. I want to do that again this week. I'm so proud of myself, and I know I can do it this week. I know I can. I did it before, so definitely I can do it again. It just feels good to be happy, to be proud of myself. Okay, so now we are going to switch directions, and we are going to talk about true fun. True fun. True fun. So I read about this in a book. Where is it? I wrote it down. What's the name of the book? The Power of Fun by Catherine Price. And I did this exercise with my husband a couple weeks ago because we talked about everything. Because after you've been married for, I think it's been like 14 years, sometimes you get stuck in like the routine of life and just day to day, and you're not always seeking out fun and new activities and the way to have more fun in your life. So I heard this book, and actually I listened to it on Audible, and I just thought it was so much fun. And I thought this could really help our relationship out if we were to incorporate more fun. So I'm going to summarize all of this. It was a good read. I enjoyed it. How to Change, Catherine Price. But she describes true fun. True fun. So there's fun, and then there's true fun. True fun has 3 characteristics. It's playfulness, connection, and flow. So when I say playfulness, what do you think of whenever I say playfulness? What do you think of whenever I say playfulness? I think of just being carefree, being silly, goofy, loose, energetic, jovial, like just, it's a happy mood. It's a happy, happy, happy. So connection, connection is connection with another person. So true fun, we need to have connection. We need to have other people also involved in our fun. We can have fun by ourselves, but true fun, as she describes it, we need to have other people. And then the third characteristic is flow. So what is flow? Flow is just when you, hey, Teresa, welcome. Thanks for joining. Flow is when you just kind of lose track of time. Everything's just flowing. You're not looking at the clock. You're not obsessed with what's got to happen next. You're just in the flow. You're just enjoying the time. Enjoying the time. Work it on making happy a verb. I would love that. Let's make happy a verb. So there are a lot of benefits to having true fun, emotionally, physically, mentally. When's the last time you had some true fun? Tell me that you didn't feel better after you had true fun. We feel better. It makes us feel good when we have true fun. It just makes us feel so amazing. So I'm wondering, how about you? Are you having true fun? Would you like to do a quiz? Would you like to do a quiz? Say yes, yes, yes in the comments. Yes, yes, yes in the comments. Would you like to do a quiz to see how much are you experiencing fun? Let me know. Do you want to do a quiz? Do a quiz. Do a quiz. Do a quiz. Do a quiz. Yay, we like a quiz. Awesome. We're doing a quiz. Okay. There's 10 questions. You are going to rate yourself from 1 to 5, 1 being I don't agree with this statement at all, and 5 being I greatly identify with this statement. Okay? So get out a pen and paper. I'm going to pause for like 20 seconds just in case you don't have a piece of paper nearby. I don't know about you, but I cannot add up 10 things in my head while I'm trying to think. So I have to like get a piece of scratch paper and write them down so that I can add them up at the end, because otherwise I forget and then I don't really know what my true score was. So I need to have a pen and paper. That's me trying to stall for time to make sure that you got pen and paper. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Remember, 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. I prioritize fun. Number 2. I know what fun is to me. Number 3. Friends think of me as a fun person. Number 4. I know the characteristics of experiences that make me have fun. I can name at least 5 settings, activities, or people where I have fun or who I have fun with. I regularly include these settings, activities, and people in my life. I always have something to look forward to. I make things fun for me and others. 9. I experience delight regularly. 10. I have enough fun. Now let's add up our answers. Add up our answers. And if you are really, really brave, you're going to say, I got this many in the chat. If you're really, really brave. And if you're watching the replay, you're going to chat in the comments. You're going to let me know, what was your score? What did you get? We can talk about it. What can we do? Anybody brave enough to put their score in? Anybody brave enough? So my score, whenever I first took this quiz, it's a 25. A 25. 25 out of 50. 25. That didn't feel like fun. I got a 24 and I got a 25. Like, why am I not having more fun? You're more fun than me. Good for you. So 40 to 50, you embrace fun. 30 to 40, good job, but you can make some adjustments. And below 30, you can still, make changes. Focus on any areas that are kind of like lower than a 3. And then we can increase those numbers. And maybe, you can focus on this for a few months, then come back and retake the test and see, are you improving your fun? So I'm going to go back to the beginning whenever I was telling a story about how vacations used to always kind of center around food, and food was fun. Where are we going to go eat? And everything else that we did in between was just, what are we going to do to kill the time between the times that we eat? Food was fun. Even now, what are we going to do? Let's go out to eat. Food is fun. Not activities, not going to parks, not going to museums, not seeing movies, not, playing games, not so many awesome things that there are out to do there. And food was fun. That was how kind of I relaxed with fun. Food was fun. It was just too much. Too much. So want to have more fun. One way that we can really, have more fun is number one, let's reflect on fun. What were 3 moments in your life that were fun? What were they? I'm kind of looking up something because I wanted to show this, because there's a moment of true fun on my phone, on my Instagram account, that I kind of wanted to share. And I should have done this better, but maybe if I do it this way instead. I wanted to share this moment of true fun with you guys. And I forgot to set it up before I got started, and I feel just absolutely terrible about not doing that. So just give me a second while I try and find that. But think about sometimes whenever you had true fun. What were you doing? Who were you with? How old were you? What was the weather like outside? Just do kind of like an exact account of exactly what that moment was that was truly, truly, truly fun for you. Exact account. What was going on? What was going on? So let's think. Okay, here we go. Now let's do. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share a moment of true fun. This one was a moment of true fun. Why won't you let me play that? Come here. There we go. I went to this dog walk, and then there's the Santa, and this is Santa, and I just went up and started dancing with them for a reel on Instagram. That was fun. There was connection with others. It was playful. I don't know so much about the flow, but it was fun for me. Another fun was whenever I went to Witches Night, and we were all dancing and having fun. That was good. I did have connection with others. It was playful. There was flow. I totally lost track of time on that occasion. And then, this was fun. We were on a hike with my hiking club, and the wind was blowing, and we were just being silly. So that was exciting and fun. My hiking club is a lot of fun. Let's see. This was awesomely fun. So I was chatting with my friends, and I don't know, but they kind of dared me to go down the slide, and there's all these people watching, but I went and I rode the slide, and then I messaged them and said, "Hey, look, I went down the slide," and that was fun. It was just fun to be kind of like silly and act like a kid for a minute. It was just fun. It was just fun to, be good. So most of for me acting like goofy is fun. That's what I consider fun. Everybody's idea of fun is going to be a little bit different, but identify what your idea of fun is. Look for recurring themes. If in two of those videos that two, yeah, just two, but I was wearing a different kind of, outfit. So that's always anytime I get to wear a special outfit for the day, that's gonna make it fun. So what are your fun magnets? What people and activities and settings encourage you to have fun? So I like I like festivals. I like not concerts, but I like little like neighborhood in the park type festivals where there's lots of people and there's like vendors and people selling stuff and maybe some music, but it's not like overpowering music. That's kind of fun. Sunday brunch. My fun is not extrovert fun, but more introvert fun. That can also be fun. Traveling to places with beautiful scenery, Disneyland, Disney World, Vegas. I love trips. Anytime we're on a trip, that's great. That's my favorite. This is my, I need to get totally lost in sitting on the beach, just watching the waves. It recharges me. It fills my soul. It just warms my heart. One of my favorite things to do. If it's fun for a 6-year-old boy, my mama says I like it. So, are we gonna play with snakes and bugs and roll around in the mud? Yay, you made it. I'm so excited you did. So excited you did. Fun. What characteristics make these things so fun? I like spontaneity. I like being around strangers for some reason. Some people are really like competition. Some people like strategy games. Just all depends on the individual. But it's nice to take a look and think about what is it that really brings me, this joy, this delight, this fun. And how can I make more time for it? How can I include more of that in my life? What are your anti-fun factors? What is like just no, just no? Are you risk averse? So you're not a person who's going to zip line or skydive or other kinds of things that are risky. Maybe it's crowds that you think are just not fun at all. Oh, yay, going to a festival for some fun today. Too loud, too many people. Too loud, too many people. You don't mind dirt or bugs. So, yeah, definitely think about the things that are not fun for you. I don't like whenever there are a lot of out of control children around me. Number one, my husband says that I have a character flaw in that anytime that I'm around small children, it increases my potty mouth and I cuss more than I normally do. I don't know why when children are around, I do that, but apparently I do. Oh, if it's too bright, too much sunshine, too hot. Okay, if it's too hot, if there's not a breeze or I can't get in some water to cool down, that's not fun. That's not fun. I do not want to be stinky, smelly, hot, yuck. No, that's no fun. Sensory triggers. Yeah, I'm big with the sound. Big with the sound. And I don't like when I can't have a conversation with people. That's really important to me, is that I'm able to hear people and have a conversation. Sometimes not so much. I do, don't mind like a few minutes here and there or whatever, but definitely knowing what our fun magnets and our fun factors can be very, very, very important. So also in the book, she talks about this thing called SPARK, which is just a fun way to make an acronym that sounds cute. But are you giving yourself the S in SPARK is for space, and then P is for pursue passions, A is attract fun, R is for rebel, and then the K is for keep at it. So make space. Give yourself permission to have fun. Are you giving yourself permission to have fun? Do you have any, resentments or anything like that? Are you, just clearing the clutter, whether it's in your mind or in your space, so that you can have fun and avoid just things that are, distracting you from having fun? So I know whenever we're at home, I can often get distracted from having any fun because I'm constantly thinking about the to-do list. I need to vacuum. I got to do laundry. I've got to think about the grocery list. So I'm not having as much fun because I'm so distracted by all the things in my home that are keeping me from having fun. So whenever I leave the home, I'm more apt to have more fun. Concerts are not my idea of fun, or fireworks shows. Totally understandable. So make space for fun. Pursue your passions. What is it that you're passionate about? The more activities that you are interested in, the more full your life is. So if it's, there could be all different kinds of things. Attract fun into your life. However, you can do that. Attract fun. Invite people to go and have fun. Be rebellious. In her book, she really talks about this for a long time, actually, but I'm going to just touch on it for a brief second. Things that are a little bit naughty or taboo, harmless things, but are kind of against the norm or traditions, can be a little bit more fun. Staying up past your bedtime, doing things that you think are not necessarily appropriate for the place that you're at. We'll get there. I'm going to get back to that. The K is for keep at it, commit to it. Who is your fun squad? Plan for some fun and have something to look forward to. That was the K. So when we get talking about the rebellious thing, I hear a lot of times people are talking about, have a friend go with you on errands. I want to go to Walmart to get a blah, 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 blah for whatever. Bring a friend along. Maybe you could go into the aisle where the pillows are and you can have a pillow fight. That's a little rebellious. That's a little bit taboo. Yeah, people are going to look at you like, aren't you guys supposed to be grown adults? Yeah, but I'm having some fun. It's harmless, not hurting anyone. We're just playing for a second. I think about whenever I was a teenager and, 16, 17, 18, and we would go to the mall together all the time. We would go to the mall. We would go to the stores and just hang out. We would fast food places, whatever. We'd go to the roller skating rink, thinking about the fun that we would have then, and really just hanging out, acting silly, doing just regular day-to-day life things. It was fun when you're a rule follower. Well, maybe you don't have to be rebellious. It's okay to not be rebellious too. There's other ways to have fun. That's not the only way. I try to be funny so I will feel more fun. Definitely. Just have more fun, whatever it feels and what it feels like to you. I think the fun when I was really thinking about it over the last few weeks, I feel like fun kind of gets squashed out of us. We're supposed to, act like adults. We're supposed to, be responsible for things. We're supposed, all of these societal things that we're supposed to do. Another rule follower. All of these societal things that we're supposed to do, and then all the fun just kind of gets like ripped away. Uh, think about skipping. Do you remember skipping when you were a child? Did you ever like skip over to somebody's house and then sing a song while you were doing it? When's the last time you skipped? When is the last time you skipped? Skipping is fun. When you remember how to do it, I had to really think about how to skip. I couldn't remember the motions that it took to skip. Where skipping used to be something that was just like so regular. So regular. So regular. We used to have dance parties. We used to, do so much stuff just to giggle in the store. Go with a friend. Go wherever in the store and find something to giggle and laugh at. That's fun. Lots of weekends, I prefer to rest instead of proactively seek fun. I think that fun can be a way of resting because it's a way of recharging. It just depends on the fun. So sometimes we think of fun in a closed off way. We might think of fun as something that's going to take 3 hours, 4 hours, a long time. It's going to be a whole ordeal. We got to make plans. We've got to, do all of these things around it. But you can have fun in the produce aisle at the grocery store. You can have fun pumping gas. You can have fun doing all kinds of things. We just got to remember, how do I have fun? What is fun? Resting can be fun. Resting can be fun. Resting can be fun. Oh, my brother we used to always, when we were just driving around for whatever reason, doing nothing, killing time, Chinese fire drill, get out of the car, run around the car, get back in. It was fun. We would laugh. Oh my God, did we make it in time for the lights turn green? Craziness. It was a 1-minute thing, but then we got to laugh about it for 5 minutes down the road. There's all kinds of ways to have fun. So what's in your fun toolkit? What's in your fun toolkit? Things, it's nice to put in a fun toolkit. So maybe a journal, if you're a journal type person, maybe a small little box. You could have mementos that remind you of times that have fun. You could just write it down. You could have pictures, all the different things. There's all kinds of ways that we can, just kind of track what our fun is, when we're having fun, how much fun we're having, whatever it is, to just remind us, because we get so caught up in the day-to-day adulting of being a parent, of being a wife, of being an employer or an employee, of being just all of those things instead of just being us and enjoying our silliness or our seriousness, whatever it may be. If you like to play games, who knows? Who knows? But let's just think about our fun. I'm going to go back to food here because at the beginning I was saying, oh my God, my vacations were just, too much focused around food is fun. That was the whole thing. Where are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? And thinking about food is fun. But it's not that food can't be fun, because food is fun. I enjoy whenever my husband and I get together and turn on music in the kitchen, and we go and we make a meal, and it's like something that's like intricate and takes a lot of ingredients and a lot of time to prepare. That can be fun for us. And, we take, different breaks and things, and we make a mess of the kitchen. That can be fun. There's no right answer. Food can be fun. And what's not fun is cleaning up after the fun, but whatever. It's just one of those things. It's kind of like finger painting can be a lot of fun, but cleaning up after the finger painting isn't always fun. Just depends. So there's fun. We can all have fun by ourselves. But true fun is playfulness, connection, and flow. So I think one of the things that we get to do here on the Saturday morning ritual is to have true fun. I think it's fun to gather with my friends and talk about my successes and talk about my setbacks. That's not the fun part. Different things that come up and how they can help us just be better, people, and have, just more joy in our lives, to be more focused on our goals and whatever. I think I think it's fun. I think it's fun. So this is true fun. Saturday morning ritual, that's going in my toolkit for true fun. But I think that we need a little bit, as long as food is not our only fun. Yes, nothing wrong. As long as food is not our fun. I think we need a little bit of playfulness. A little bit of playfulness. So I was thinking about playfulness and what we can do for a little bit of playfulness. And I really thought that it was fun whenever, how long ago was that? My gosh. Do you remember on my channel, whenever I did it was like the Goodwill challenge, and you had to go to Goodwill and find things that were like things that you could buy for activity or whatever. And a bunch of people did the same video, and it was a fun little collaboration, I guess, because we all did this video. So we need some playfulness. We need some playfulness. So what I'm going to do is challenge you to send me a picture of you being playful It has to have somebody else in the picture because we need connection. But playing a game with a broom. Playing a game with a broom. So get together with a friend. Play a game with a broom. I don't know, whatever you make up the rules. Take a picture of it somehow. Send it to me at adventuresofdeanna@gmail.com. Send it to me at adventuresofdeanna@gmail.com. And if you do, I will send you a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet, because I just decided that I was going to give you a prize, just out of the blue. Typing in my email address. Get together with a friend. Be silly with a broom. Take a picture. Send it to the email address. I send you a prize. We're going to have fun. We have to make fun a priority. And it's fun. It's relaxing. It's a stress reliever. It helps us physically, emotionally, mentally, all of the things. So we need to have more fun. There we go. We are going to have more fun. I know a lot of people tend to relax by watching TV or eating food other different ways, but we can also relax by having fun. It doesn't always have to be like some big strenuous thing. There's lots of ways that we can have fun if we really get creative with it. So take a minute, think about, think about spark. Are you making space? Are you pursuing your passions? Are you attracting fun? Are you being a little bit rebellious sometimes? Are you keeping at it to find more fun in your life? That's the big thing. Just create a little spark in your life so that you can have some true fun. Okay. Before we go, we have just like 10 minutes left to do our planning because that is the final piece of our Saturday morning ritual is to think about the week ahead and make some plans. What is going on? Take a look at your calendar. Think about what potential roadblocks do you have this week? Anybody have any potential roadblocks this week? My schedule is going to be crazy all over the place, not at all like a normal week. So that's going to be a roadblock. For sure. That is going to be, but it's going to be awesome at the same time. Can't wait. So excited. So what kind of roadblocks do we have? When are we going to make time for our fun? We got to make sure that we're putting that in our calendar. Are you putting time for fun in your calendar? Are you putting time for relaxing in your calendar? Are you planning it out? So important. So important. When do we need to get our laundry done? When do we need to get our grocery shopping done? Do we need to do any meal prepping? If we meal prep, is it going to set us up for success? Some people like to meal prep, some people don't. Everybody's different. If you like doing it, when are you going to get it done? Make a plan for the week. Earlier, we were talking about what were our setbacks from last week. How do we want to adjust this week from those setbacks that we had the week before? With our non-scale victories that we were talking about, how do we want to make sure that we repeat that so we have those non-scale victories again this week? It's all about just taking a few minutes to think about the week ahead. How's it all going to fit in? If we fail to plan, we plan to fail, right? Everybody's always heard that. So let's make a plan about how we're going to handle it. It doesn't have to be a strict plan. It doesn't have to be on Monday, I'm going to eat this, and this. And on Tuesday, I'm going to eat this, and this. And then this time, I'm going to exercise this much. And it doesn't have to be that strict. You have to figure out what works for you. You might have to experiment in order to figure that out. You might have to be a little bit curious in order to figure it out. You might have to learn by making a lot of mistakes. I know for me, this is when I'm going to do my exercise. I know that I have to plan it in the morning. I know that I have to do it in the morning because if I don't do it in the morning, it's not going to get done. That's me. Some people can miss their workout in the morning and do it in the afternoon, and it's no big deal. Figure out what's going to work for you. Make a plan for it and then stick to the plan. Do you need to set up some reminders? Do you need to set up some triggers? Do you need to have a friend to call you? Maybe you can make it fun and include a friend in order to get those things done that you need to get done. Have you ever meal prepped with a friend? Have you ever tried that out? Like go over and bring some groceries over and then you just pack them up and then you take them back home. But that might be a fun way to hang out for afternoon, catch up, get all the gossip, make some food, and go home. Who knows? All kinds of ways. All kinds of ways. So I can't wait. I hope you guys send me a picture of you with a friend. You can put a smiley face over their face or something if you want to. Have some fun with the broom. Send it to me. I'm going to send you a prize. I hope you enjoyed our little talk on true fun today. Next week, we're going to continue with the fun. And we're going to continue with the fun. So you got to come back and see what I am talking about because it is going to be fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure. Bye.